Hi, in this first video on right angle trigonometry, we're going to see how we label the sides of a right angle triangle relative to an angle of interest. Now, when I mean an angle of interest, the 90-degree angle is not of interest because it's a right angle triangle. We already know that, but it's this other marked angle, which is the angle of interest. And we're going to label the sides relative to this particular angle of interest. Now, let's see how we describe each of the sides. Well, this side over here seems to be opposite to this angle of interest, and indeed we call this side the opposite. But I tend to label it with a O in a circle. The reason I circle it is just to avoid confusing it with the side length here. And then what about this side here, which is next to that angle? Well, another word for next to is adjacent to. So we call this side here the adjacent. And I tend to label it with an A in a circle. And then finally, this longest side of the right angle triangle, that's known as the hypotenuse. It's spelt like this, the hypotenuse. And I tend to label that as a H in a circle. And the hypotenuse is always opposite the right angle. So that's how we label the sides. Now, we want to describe the side marked Y, which is here, relative to this given angle here. This is called the opposite, so that is the answer.